As she mentioned, welcome. Thank you for coming to the Fall 2013 Senior Project Exhibition. I'm Mary Boytek, and I had the great pleasure of mentoring these students through this process. It's a night of celebration. It's a really grand moment for these seniors. They have spent and dedicated the last 3 months to research and art production. For most of them, this is the first time they have put up a body of work themselves in a gallery. They've learned a lot, they've worked really hard, and it is through the support and love of you all, their friends and family, and your patience with them, that they have actually made it to the finish line so graciously. This has been a wonderful group, and I say that we have had, as always, difficult moments and challenges. This group is very resilient. They met every challenge beautifully, as you can see. Their work touches you personally, both emotionally and intellectually. And I welcome you and encourage you to further engage in their work and with the artists after their talk. At this point, they're going to give a very brief 1 minute about each student is going to give a very brief synopsis of their project. Okay? Here we go. We're going to start with Angie.
Hello and good evening. My name is Angie Cruz, and my exhibit inside is called Who Am I? And what it is 6 different subjects that I have photographed, printed, and mounted that are people that you encounter in society on a daily basis. They may be people that are related to you or even yourself. You may be a nurse. You may have a little child at your house. My show is the only one that is interactive, and I highly encourage each and every one of you to write the first word that comes to your mind when you view my images. But I mean, let's be honest, who doesn't like writing on walls and not getting in trouble? I mean, so thank you all for coming tonight. I really appreciate all the feedback that you're giving me because it means a lot to me.
Hello, my name is Andrea Dickinson, and my senior project is called Beautiful Disasters. So for most of my senior year, this beginning of the semester, I was looking at textures and patterns that are in natural disasters. So looking at hurricanes and tornadoes and earthquakes, I picked out what I think makes them beautiful, but also really powerful. So each of my pieces is a different natural disaster, and I hope you guys enjoy. Thank you.
Hi everybody, my name is Hadar. My show holds 4 paintings, acrylic on canvas. And to make it short, all my life I was drawn to symbols like women's figures and tree, and I was fascinated by combination of the two. So I decided to my senior project to research why did I fascinate by these things. And I came into realization that there is another religious culture, the Celtic people had the same fascination. So I took their symbols and I used my symbols and I mixed the two and I created something new. And I wish that each one of you would make their own interpretation of the paintings, and you're going to get into a whole wonderful world. So thank you very much for coming. And I want to thank to all my friends and family that came here. For my dad, that came all the way from Israel. And to my wonderful husband, who supported me for the last 5 years. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Anthony Watson, and the title of my series was The Existential Condition of Man, Otherness. And basically the concept that I explored was social alienation. And social alienation, kind of broadly speaking, is just, I guess you could say, when you're estranged from others, there's kind of this perceived sense of otherness you have with other individuals, because there's certain dissimilarity that you have with others that creates a barrier between you and others. And it was an important subject to me because in my childhood, I wasn't very social, and I felt estranged because of my dissimilarity to others, and being estranged from others because of the way I was ostracized in the past. And I've done a series of wood burns in the process and some prints that I've done that embody my sufferings, my feelings of bitterness, and my sorrows, and it's best embodied in that work that I've created in my series. And I've explored a number of different sources that have talked about this concept over the past few centuries, of like Karl Marx in a socioeconomic standpoint, but also most especially the existentialist philosophers. They talk a lot about social alienation in that context. And basically, this is supposed to embody that research that I've done and some deep thoughts that I've had into this subject and its meaning to me because of that. Thank you very much.
Hello, everyone. Wow, that's weird hearing my own voice. My name is Frank Gumpert, and I'd like to thank you all for coming. I'd also like to take this time and thank my parents, the rest of my family, my best friend, and all the faculty and staff here who have taken their time to get me to the point I am in my life. My show is entitled Repulsion to Reverence, and it's about how in our daily lives we often tend to focus on the bigger picture. We ignore or we even step on the little things in life, and it's sometimes the little things that make the biggest impact overall. I mean, when you look at something, when you really take the time to sit down and study and diagnose something, to really break it down, at some point you come across the thought, wow, life is incredibly and intricately complex in all facets, in the smallest levels. And so I thought, I'll do large format macro photography and I'll break down those barriers. I'll make it so you have to view the insect on the largest possible way that I could produce it. And I really do hope that that brings a little bit of that repulsion to reverence. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Sarah Neat, and my exhibit is titled Damaged. The artwork you'll see in my exhibit is highly personal, but I felt it was very necessary for you to see all of these personal things. I'm depicted through illustration the emotions and the side effects and social situations of post-traumatic stress disorder. It's up there so that others can see it and feel that they're not alone. Throughout this process of my artwork, it's been half of my therapy aside of counseling. And I would hope that my artwork would be a catalyst for other people's healing as well as it's been my own. Thank you everyone for coming, and I hope that my artwork helps you come away with something more positive than what it looks like tonight.
Hello, I'm Taylor McGuire, Tam, if that's easier. My senior project is called Grogthor and Jeanette, the Armored Champions. And basically what it is the story of sexualization of women in video games. I don't know how many of you actually play video games, but if not, you can also relate this to TV, music videos, or even movies. It still goes on today, and probably still go on for quite a while. The point I want to make with it isn't that sexualization is good or bad. What I've done is that I've taken Jeanette, the lady, and put her in the norm bikini male, which everyone who is hopefully familiar with. It's basically a bikini. What I've done is I've taken my male character Grogthor and put him into basically a similar and basically the same thing. I've given him, if you'll excuse the language, a dragon codpiece and high heels to accentuate his buttocks. And what I want you all to do is to really think and discuss and really just inform yourselves of what sexualization is and how it differs from thing to thing. And really, what is equalization? You know, why is this equal? And if this is equal, do we want it or do we want to get rid of it? And hopefully you can all, as silly as it is, be at least a little bit adult about it and just think about it. And really, really just think, discuss, and talk about it, because that's the only way we're going to figure it out is if we talk about it. Thank you very much for coming, and I really hope you enjoy it.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Roxanne Dubois, and my piece is Wings Over Wyoming. I'm an art major and theater minor, and after graduation, I plan on working in the design aspects of theater production. My senior project has given me the opportunity to do just that. I've been working closely with Michelle Hafer, the director of our upcoming production of the well-known play, The Laramie Project. I have created several prop and costume pieces that will be used in the play, which include 4 large sets of wings that I've made out of paper that will be used by the actors on stage, as well as several lace umbrellas that will be used both as prop pieces and to create lighting effects, similar to how I've used them in my space. I hope you enjoy my pieces and that you'll come back next February to see them here on the Black Box stage. Yeah, thank you.
Good evening. Welcome to the product launch of Cam DeMay Pharmaceuticals. Cam DeMay Pharmaceuticals is the newest, most revolutionary pharmaceutical manufacturer to date. What we've done is we've taken substances that have taboos and stigmas attached to them and rebranded them to become the most effective medicines on the market. Our creative team has drawn inspiration from graphic design, pop art, Dada, and culture jammers to create wonderful designs. Tonight we are exhibiting magazine advertisements, promotional posters, logos, and packaging designs. So feel free to come by our booth and see what Camden May Pharmaceuticals has to offer you.
Hello everyone, my name is Kelly, and my senior project is titled Agape, which is the Greek word for eternal love. Greek mythology has always been a large part of my life, so I wanted to incorporate that into my project. So basically, in my project, I have recreated a Greek myth using modern technology and social context. The project consists of the motion book, which is on the computer inside. A motion book is basically an animated comic book that you can click through and read at your own pace, and then 8 accompanying drawings that give you a glimpse as to what's to come next in the story. You only get part 1 here. So pretty much that's it. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Kim Willis, and my project is entitled Skimming the Surface. And it's a project that has dual themes. It advocates for the environment, and it also investigates spontaneous perception. And I've created dual prints, matching images that are printed in different colors. One is printed in sepia tone, and the other is printed just in arbitrary colors. The sepia tone might give you a sense of nostalgia. The colored prints, you may or may not like them depending on your own personal color choices. But the purpose of my project is to bring you to question the decisions you make on the fly. And from my research, I've found that when people are rushed, they will rely on their intuition more than anything to make decisions. But if they have time to invest in looking into something, they'll make critical decisions wisely. So, given adequate time, they're more likely to think about the subject, how they perceive things. And I hope that my project invites you to take notice of how you spend your time and invest your time in critical thinking about the topics in your life and in your world.
As you can see, it is a diverse group. We do not produce the branded, specific style here at the art program at FGCU. Each individual person created an absolutely unique project, which is really exciting to me. So thank you. It is a team effort. I was just mentoring them, but it is truly a team effort. These students have accomplished what they've accomplished because they've had years working with these professionals, and I really enjoy working with them. So it's wonderful. Thank you. Thank you for being here.